welcome to the JV Show. I am your host, Jalen Vizaji. As Christmas week has come to an end and 2024 starts. So, what happened that very last week of 2023? Here are your Christmas break headlines, and stick to the end of the video for a very special announcement from the JV Show. So, we're going to head straight to the Christmas break headlines. Notre Dame head coach Marcus Freeman is bringing back Mike Denbrock back to the program as offensive coordinator, luring him away from LSU and former Fighting Irish coach Brian Kelly into the MLB with prize free agent pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto. The Los Angeles Dodgers agreed to a $325 million deal, which will last 12 years, according to multiple reports. Yamamoto is set to join Japanese countryman Shohei Ohtani with the Los Angeles Dodgers, who signed the two-way superstar to a $700 million 10-year deal. Heading over down south to Miami, Luis Suarez is set to join his best friend Lionel Messi in Miami. Miami's goal is to build players that Messi has played with, so he feels comfortable with the team. They want to build superstars from retired Europa leagues, so they can achieve their goal to win the MLS with Messi. Into the NCAA, with now all of a sudden conferences and schools are leaving. Oregon State and Washington State are joining the West Coast Conference as members for several Olympic sports for 2 years starting next season. The league announced that the Beavers and the Cougars will compete in 12 conference sports. The two schools will be a part of YCC, stands as West Coast Conference, for men's and women's basketball, women's soccer, volleyball, men's and women's golf, women's cross country, and women's rowing. Oregon State will also participate in WCC men's soccer and softball, while Washington State will compete in WCC's women's tennis and men's cross country. Oregon State and Washington State will be eligible for WCC's postseason championships and league's automatic berth to NCAA championships. Teams in this conference, such as Gonzaga. Okay, we're going to head over to the Premier League now. After a decade without winning the Premier League, Manchester United announced Sunday that they had agreed to sell a minority stake in the storied club to Jim Ratcliffe in a deal that would also see the British millionaire and boyhood fan take control of its soccer operations. We're going to head over to golf now. Two-time major champion Angel Cabrera, released on parole from Argentina prison in August for gender violence, has been cleared to play in the PGA Tour events. He said in Golf District's interviewed he wants to clean up his image from serious mistakes. Without confirming Cabrera was ever suspended, the PGA Tour does not publicize conduct violations. The tour spokesman confirmed the 50-year-old Argentine is eligible to play. Cabrera, who won the U.S. Open at Oakmont in 2007 and then the Masters in a playoff in 2009, was imprisoned for 2 years for threats and harassment of Celia Torres Mane, his partner, 2 years. Her case was joined by another former partner, Mikel Osquerdo. Into the MLB, catcher Tom Murphy and San Francisco Giants finalized an $8.25 million deal two-way contract on Saturday, a deal with a 2026 team option that could make the agreement worth $12 million over 3 seasons. We're heading over to tennis now. Lendor Perez and Vijay Amrituraj are the first Asian men elected to the Tennis Hall of Fame. Novak Djokovic and Aryna Sabalenka announced as ITF World Champion Awards for 2023. Premier League, it is a close race for who will be crowned champion as we hit the halfway mark of the season. Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City, and Aston Villa are contenders for the cup. Into the NBA. NBA approved sales of Dallas Mavericks to families that run in Las Vegas Sands Casinos Company. Masters. Talk about the Masters. This one surprising. The Masters already has the smallest field of majors. The 2024 edition could be one of the smallest in years, depending on the first 3 months of the PGA Tour. With no significant tournament the rest of the year, it looks as though 11 players will finish in the top 50 will be added to the field. That would bring the field to 77 players among those expected to compete. January 1st, the mark of the new year. Harbaugh's Michigan Wolverines to play for the national title after stopping Alabama 27-20 in OT. Michigan ran the ball to score in overtime. However, Bama faced a tough fourth and goal. Jalen Milroe ran straight to the big blue wall of D linemen. Quinn Ewers and the Texas Longhorns were 113-yard completion away from pulling off a stunning game-winning drive in their college football playoff semifinal against Washington in the Sugar Bowl on Monday night, taking possession of the ball down 37-31 with just 45 seconds left. Ewers marched the third-seeded Longhorn from their own 31 to the Washington 12 in 30 seconds, highlighted by a 41 completion to Jordan Whitwright and a 16-yarder to Jaden Blue. On a fourth and down, it was swat away that made Washington Sugar Bowl champions. All right, into the NFL. Neither the NFL nor the Jaguars have made any comment on Monday on Carolina Panthers owner David Tepper throwing the contents of a drink into a crowd near the end of his team's loss 26-0 at Jacksonville on Sunday. Now, the breaking news out of the NBA. Chris Sale's injury-filled career with the White Sox ended Saturday when the 34-year-old left-hander accepted a trade to the Atlanta Braves that sent infielder Vaughn Gibson to the Boston Red Sox. Tuning in to the NFL more, Miami Dolphins pass rusher Bradley Chubb has torn his ACL in his right knee and will miss the rest of the season, Coach Mike McDaniel said Monday. In transfer portal news, Florida State lands ex-Clemson, ex-Oregon State quarterback DJ Uiagalelei, who backed up Trevor Lawrence and had to play against Boston College during the COVID game of Trevor Lawrence. So, guys, at the beginning of the episode, I told everybody about some breaking news, and I think it's time. If you see my post on YouTube, you would know a new story, a new show we're creating. I'm gonna roll the little intro, but please, let me show you the intro. Summer Talk with Jalen Vazanji. I'm your host, Jalen Vazanji. Sorry for the missed audio. I had some music playing, but I guess it won't show. But yes, if you heard of the cover, the show is called Summer Talk by Jalen Vazanji. It is a show every day in the summer. My school summer, which starts on May 23rd, will premiere the first episode, and our first guest will be there on May 24th. Guys, Summer Talk, I wanted to take a hit on this show, and it's going to be an amazing day. It's going to be a nice series in the summer. Well, guys, start of 2024 and the first post of 2024 is here. I'm your host, Jalen Vazanji. I will see you whenever. See you later, guys.